This might be a little bit uncomfortable, but get over you, get over yourself. How many times are we gonna allow ourselves to prevent ourselves from reaching where we wanna reach? Sometimes, we may have haters or maybe we really don't, but sometimes our biggest hater, our biggest critic, our biggest obstacle is the man or woman that we see in the mirror, that reflection. And I just want to take this time to say, get over yourself. Whatever is stopping you, it's not always an outside force. Sometimes it's internal. It could be that pride, it could be that stubbornness, whatever it is that's preventing us from getting to where we need to go. Even if it is us, we gotta identify it and get rid of it. We just need to take some time, you all, for real. As much as we have confidence in ourselves and be self-aware and self-assess, we need to know when to get out of our own way. There are stumbling blocks in front of us, and sometimes we are the ones placing them right in front of our path. Maybe self-sabotage to some degree, simply getting in our own way. You all remember, I'm a teacher, not a speaker. Now, I don't know the full science to it, but I want you all to see this right here. Don't even focus on the name, but as soon as you see that, what is it? It's mustard. And I will say, I cannot stand mustard. I cannot stand ketchup. Just the smell of it, almost makes me nauseous. But I will say, I had to get over that one day. My mother shared that if I take mustard, I don't know if it's the citric acid or whatever, the chemical breakdown of what makes mustard, but there's something in it that when I have extreme Charlie horse or cramp, that mustard almost instantly gets rid of that Charlie horse. And I remember my mom telling me that. It seemed like random information, but one day after running, because y'all know I'm doing my runs every single day. Today's day 409, but I did, like a couple months ago, I ran that morning and, maybe did leg exercise, and I started to have this like extreme cramp and pain in my leg. And my mother's voice echoed in my head, and it said to get the mustard, and I went to the fridge. As much as I hate mustard, I pulled out a bottle of mustard. I got a tablespoon. I filled it up. I could barely look at it. Just thinking about it right now is making me nauseous. But I filled up that tablespoon with mustard. I pinched my nose, closed my eyes, and I had to intake that mustard. But I will say, within seconds, not minutes, not hours, within seconds, my leg, the cramping, the tension left my body. And I was thinking, wow, how many years have I experienced a Charlie horse or a cramp? And something as what I thought as nasty as mustard, which I still not put in my food, but something as I thought as nasty as mustard took care of that leg cramp, of that Charlie horse. I just had to get out of my own way. My dislike for mustard could have prevented me from reaching that relief that I needed at that moment. I'm gonna be real corny and say, don't allow your mustard to keep you from catching up in life. I know that's corny, but I want us to look at what we do to self-sabotage, and just remove it. What we do to block our own paths, get rid of it, okay? Sometimes we're preventing our own growth. It's almost like you see somebody practicing for the track team and they have that parachute attached to their back. Sometimes the way we think, it's like that parachute. We're running, we got a good pace, but that parachute is keeping us from reaching our full potential. But boy, if you were to reach behind yourself and cut that parachute loose, release that tension, release that resistance, you're gonna see yourself just moving to a whole nother level, a whole different speed, a whole different pace when we get moving, and we're gonna accomplish so much more when we get out of our own way. And sometimes what we think is a stumbling block is actually our stepping stone. We could be prideful, an arrogant person, use that pride. Oh, I don't need any help. I could do it by myself. Okay, cool. Well, use that pride, which is a stumbling block. But once you identify it and know how to work around it, it'll become a stepping stone. And that stubbornness, not ever wanting to give up on something, could be a consistent behavior that helps you run 408 days in a row like myself, and I lost 60 pounds. I just want us to get out of our own way. I want us to stop preventing us from being us and reaching the plateau, the summit where we belong. Remember, I'm a teacher, not a speaker. I want you all to have an amazing day.